Hello guys, what is up? It is me, Zubaz, professional wrestler, former world heavyweight champion. You may know me from GSW, Trampoline Wrestling. If you do, that is awesome. Take some time, watch this video. If you enjoy it, subscribe if you want to. I don't care. So today I'm going to be talking about WrestleMania 33, what I think of it, how the card looks so far, and what could be improved, what looks great, and my overall thoughts on the show. So first up, I see the Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. Now, recently on SmackDown, AJ Styles attacked Shane McMahon in the backstage segment, threw him through a window. I like the way SmackDown is building this match, as you know, AJ Styles feels like he's been screwed out of opportunities. You know, he seems like a justified heel, but you know, he does unjustifiable things. You see, like AJ Styles is a good heel because you can see where he's coming from, but he does like these despicable things, like attacking people, blindsiding them, you know, just being an overall jerk to everyone, and that's what makes him such a relatable heel. He knows that you know, the heel has to be the bad guy. You know, even though most of the heels like Kevin Owens, Rusev, they always get cheered or get a huge pop from the audience, their goal at the end of the day is to be the bad guy. And they play that role very well. And I like the way they're building this up. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon was not my first choice. I did not think Shane would even be on the card. I heard rumors that he was going to have a match against Lesnar. That would have... I don't think Lesnar's been producing that consistent quality of work that I know he can be doing. Like, maybe he could have carried Shane to a good match. I know AJ can definitely carry anyone to a good match. You know, can have good work. Can have like solid ring work, good ring awareness. I like AJ Styles. He's one of the best wrestlers on the planet, and I really like his mix of technical, high flying, his technical and high flying style. That mix, you know, not too many people in WWE like I know a few indie guys who will do that, but AJ Styles just instantly springs to mind. So in terms of this match, I think it'll be a decent match. You know, I don't think it'll be match of the night. I don't think so. But it'll definitely be in the top 3 category, like all the matches.
That's to see the bad boys of wrestling. Just a competition, win the war, that's their mission.
Next, I'd like to talk about the tag team, the Raw Tag Team Championship match between Enzo and Cass, Gallows and Anderson, and Cesaro and Sheamus. The Raw Tag Team division has not been good as of late. I mean, it's better than the SmackDown Tag division, you know. No, at least they're given something to do, but no, they're having this huge triple threat match, and you know, they're just shoving all the tag teams into one match. You know, it would have been okay if they just done Enzo versus Gallows and Anderson. I wouldn't have minded that. I really like Sheamus and Cesaro. Really wish they would have given them something to do. Speaking of the tag team division, the New Day hosting WrestleMania. I'm not against that. I'm not against New Day hosting WrestleMania. It's just there's so much more that they can be doing. Like the act's kind of getting stale. Like, it's not getting 100% stale. I still love the New Day, but they haven't really been given much to do. Besides the ice cream bars, those were actually pretty humorous. I actually like those, but in terms of storyline and wrestling, they've been fighting the Shining Stars. They've been fighting Rusev and Jinder Mahal, two guys who I think should be doing much better things on their own. Let's see. They were also, who else were they wrestling besides Rusev? Rusev and Jinder Mahal. They wrestled Bo Dallas at 1 week. New Day don't really have that much to do. This tag team match, like Enzo and Cass, still really over despite not having won the tag team gold yet. I predict that they will win. Enzo and Cass will win at WrestleMania. I mean, it'd be a huge feel-good moment at WrestleMania if they won the titles. They never won the NXT championships, the NXT tag team championships, which is they came close on a few occasions, which is a real shame, because they've gotten really over on their main roster career, and I really hope going forward they can have a memorable run with the tag team champions. Gallows and Anderson, I've been keeping up with them since their days in New Japan, when Carl Anderson and Prince Devitt with Bad Luck Fale formed Bullet Club. I don't really know what else Gallows and Anderson have left to do after their tag team title reign. I mean, who will they feud with? I don't know. Cesaro and Sheamus, I don't know what they could be doing. I like Cesaro, I like Sheamus. I mean, I think they'd be good on their own, but they're great as a tag team as well. Overall, this looks to be an alright match. Decent undercard match, typical tag team wrestling. I'm not expecting solid ring work by all of them, but I'm expecting a good showing at WrestleMania.
No mercy, see the rings like the street. If you don't know, you better find out the wolf pack.
The next match I'll be talking about is John Cena and Nikki Bella versus the Miz and Maryse. When I heard they weren't doing Cena versus Taker this year, I was really disappointed. I was like, oh man, that's terrible. This might be Taker's last Mania, and I really would have liked to have seen Taker win the Rumble, go on to face Cena, and that would have been Taker's final match. But I'm okay with this. I'm okay. The feud that's been building up on SmackDown has been pretty good. Good mic work from both Miz and Cena. Nikki Bella looking pretty strong. Maryse also looking strong. Bringing in real material for the storyline. About how Cena and Nikki Bella are backstage tyrants, and how they basically bury everybody. I like these meta feuds that use real world inspirations, real life inspirations, and that's a good thing. I like feuds to do that. Maybe not casual fans will like this feud. Maybe they'll get turned off by it a little bit. Because not that many casual fans care about the backstage politics of wrestling or what goes on behind the scenes. They just come to see the actual matches and not the backstage politics. But this looks to be an okay match. I'm not expecting anything good. Cena proposes to Nikki Bella after the match. That's gonna be a nice moment, I'm pretty sure. I heard John Cena was gonna face Samoa Joe, which I honestly would have loved a lot more than this. I mean, it's not that this will be a terrible feud or a terrible match. I mean, it's just that the John Cena Samoa Joe story was just right there. They trained together. They were best friends. Cena got picked up by the WWE immediately, while Samoa had to wrestle on the Indies and work his way to the WWE, which is one of the reasons It's one of the reasons I'm really disappointed with this year's Mania. You know, there's so much potential, but you know, not much of a payoff. Not much of a payoff with this storyline. I really wish there was more to say, but honestly, that's about it.
Bring with them, you're never walking out again. So you're back on the walk back.
Alright, so now I'm gonna get something that that really gets me, really gets at me. The women's triple threat for the Raw Women's Champion. Now, when Bayley won the title on Raw, I was just like, why couldn't they have waited till Mania for her to win the belt? I mean, the story was right there. Bayley, you know, Bayley would have come up short at Fastlane. She would have challenged again for the title at WrestleMania. Been a feel-good moment. She would have broken the streak, and not only would she have broken the streak, she would have won the Raw Women's Champion for the first time at WrestleMania. That would have been a feel-good moment. And yeah, the match on Raw was pretty good. It was a solid match. Bayley needed assistance from Sasha Banks, and because Dana Brooke got involved. And, you know, it was a huge blown opportunity because they had this golden storyline right there. Bayley wants to win the title at WrestleMania. And you know what? I tried to salvage this. I was thinking, like, okay, Bayley won't be able to win the title for the first time in her career, but at least, she'll still have that feel-good moment at WrestleMania. But no, they had her retain at Fastlane, which makes absolutely no sense, because they just ended the pay-per-view streak on some random B show that wasn't even that good. There was only like one decent match. There was only like 2 decent matches on that entire card. Sorry for getting sidetracked there, but I really wish they wouldn't have done that, because you know, you had this whole feel-good moment thing going on, and it's just such a waste that they squandered this whole potential. And they threw Sasha Banks in there for absolutely no reason. Maybe she'll turn heel, maybe she won't. Like, at Fastlane, I was really expecting Sasha Banks to turn heel. That would have at least salvaged some of this. It would have had like Sasha Banks versus Bayley. That would have been a fine match. They had a really good match on a recent episode of Raw. It was more of the same what we saw in the work in NXT, but it was a good match. I really liked it. You know, WWE really did not drop the ball with this one. There was a lot of potential. They wasted it. They had Charlotte lose the pay-per-view streak at Fastlane. Now, when the historians look back and ask when did Charlotte's pay-per-view streak end, you're just gonna say Fastlane. No, just Fastlane. You know, B show that doesn't really do anything. It's just there before WrestleMania. And I'm not mad at the fact that I'm not mad at the performers. I'm just mad at the booking, the questionable booking decisions that they did leading into Mania. Now, the SmackDown team really had long-term plans, because I did not predict Orton winning the Rumble, going on to face Wyatt at Mania, burning down the house. Surprised he did not get arrested for that. But you know, it's long-term story building. That's what SmackDown excels at. Raw still has some work to do, but I think the women's triple threat, well, I think it'll be more of the same what we saw last year at Mania. I think it'll be a decent show. Maybe match of the night. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna leave that one up for debate.